Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome back to your go-to channel, the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. Today, we have 4 jam-packed updates about our Blue Army, which just happened or came to our notice a few hours ago. The off-season stove is officially hot, and the front office is making moves that you need to know about. So if you are a true Jays fan, you do not want to miss these updates. And yes, before we start the video, I have a small request for you. If you are new to the channel, then do not forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with everything Blue Jays. Let's build this community together. Now, let's dive right into the first major story breaking today. Update 1. Hidden gem discovered? Blue Jays reportedly snatch up versatile Tigers prospect. All right, folks, let us kick things off with a move that might have flown under the radar for many, but true baseball fans know that championships are often built on depth, not just star power. While the Toronto Blue Jays have been linked to pretty much all of the big-name stars available in free agency, the offseason is not just about the superstars. We know that re-signing Bo Bichette or landing a massive name like Kyle Tucker or Framber Valdez would absolutely move the needle for this franchise. However, having reliable depth on the bench in the big leagues and in the upper levels of the minor leagues is incredibly important as well. And it looks like the front office agrees because on Friday, it seemed as though the Blue Jays took a tangible step toward adding that crucial depth. Here is the scoop. Former Detroit Tigers prospect Carlos Mendoza took to his personal Instagram account to share the news that he has officially signed with Toronto. Now, I have to mention that as of Friday, the signing had not been independently verified by the club yet, but when a player posts it themselves, where there is smoke, there is usually fire. So, who is Carlos Mendoza? He is a 25-year-old prospect who elected free agency from the Detroit Tigers organization on November 6th, according to his official minor league baseball page. When we look at his production, there is actually a lot to like here. In the year 2025, he appeared in 97 games overall across both the AA and AAA levels. His slash line was very solid. He hit a batting average of .287, an on-base percentage of .394, and a slugging percentage of .409. That is some serious on-base capability. He also contributed 7 home runs, 41 runs batted in, 12 stolen bases, 16 doubles, and 2 triples, while scoring 64 runs himself. What is even more encouraging is how he handled the jump in competition. Mendoza played just 14 games at the AAA level, and while it is a small sample size, he was a .327 hitter during that stretch. That shows he was adjusting well to high-level pitching. But the real value here for the Blue Jays might be his versatility. This guy can play all over the diamond. Last season, he saw action at second base, third base, left field, and even served as the designated hitter. Having a guy who can plug holes in the infield and the outfield is a luxury manager John Schneider loves to have. Now look, I will be honest with you, this is not a move that is going to make waves across social media or break the internet. But do not sleep on it. It is a depth move at the upper levels of the minors that could essentially help the team down the line if injuries pop up during the long 162-game season. It is these kinds of smart, under-the-radar pickups that keep a team competitive when the grind of the summer hits. So, welcome to the organization, Carlos. We are excited to see what you can do in spring training. Update 2. The return of the Big Puma. Blue Jays can reunite with ex-ace after shocking cut. All right, Jays Nation, hold on to your hats because this next update is a massive one, and it brings up a name that sparks a lot of emotion in this fan base. We are talking about a potential reunion that, quite frankly, seemed impossible just a few months ago. The Toronto Blue Jays have another unique chance to bring back a former All-Star and Cy Young Award finalist if both sides are willing to make it happen. Here is the breaking news. On Friday, the Atlanta Braves officially non-tendered pitcher Alek Manoah, allowing the 27-year-old right-hander to hit free agency immediately. Now, let us rewind the clock just a little bit to understand how we got here. You might remember that Manoah was in the process of coming back from Tommy John surgery last season when the Blue Jays unexpectedly designated him for assignment in late September. The front office made that tough call to make room on the 40-man roster, and he was scooped up by Atlanta. However, his time in Atlanta was, well, non-existent. He never pitched a single game for the Braves. The reports coming out indicate that the Braves felt comfortable with their other options for the fifth starter spot, so they decided to cut ties. This means Manoah is now completely free to sign with any team, including the Blue Jays. This brings us to the million-dollar question. Is an Alek Manoah Blue Jays reunion actually possible? A return really hinges on the relationship between the player and the organization. We all know his run with the team saw the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Let's remember the good times first. This guy was the 2019 first-round pick out of West Virginia. He made the majors 2 seasons later and gave Toronto a massive boost, going 9-2 with a 3.22 earned run average. He even finished 8th in the American League Rookie of the Year voting that season. But that was nothing compared to the following season. In 2022, the Big Puma was unstoppable. He finished the season 16-7 with a sparkling 2.24 earned run average in 31 starts. He racked up 180 strikeouts and allowed 51 walks in 196.2 innings pitched. He made the American League All-Star team, was named to the All-Major League Baseball First Team, and finished 3rd in the American League Cy Young voting. At that moment, he was seen as a cornerstone building block for our future. Then came the derailment in 2023. His career hit a wall due to severe control issues. He went 3-9 with a 5.87 earned run average in 19 starts. The struggles got so bad that he was optioned to the minor leagues just to work on his mechanics. Things got messy. He struggled in Florida, and when he was optioned to AAA Buffalo, reports stated he refused to report, and he was eventually shut down for the season. However, before his injury, in 2024, he showed flashes of his old self. He went 1-2 with a 3.70 earned run average in 5 starts before the elbow injury led to surgery. And interestingly, during his rehab stint at AAA Buffalo, he pitched well. He went 1-1 with a 2.97 earned run average in 7 starts, striking out 30 batters in 33.1 innings while holding opponents to a .218 batting average. So here is the situation today. Toronto has the room. After the Blue Jays' own non-tender deadline moves, they currently have 38 players on the 40-man roster. They could sign him to a major league deal at the league minimum and give him another shot in 2026. It is low risk, high reward. It is just a matter of whether the bridge is burned or if there is a desire to rebuild it on both sides. What do you think, Jays fans? Do you want the Big Puma back on the mound at the Rogers Center? Let me know in the comments. Update 3. 100 mph heat. Is this underrated flamethrower the next Pete Walker project? Moving on to our final update for today, we are shifting our focus to the bullpen. We all know that in the American League East, you can never have enough arms. With the Blue Jays officially outrighting Nick Sandlin last week, another roster spot has opened up for the team to add a fresh arm to the relief corps. Plus, if Seranthony Dominguez also departs in free agency, that would free up yet another spot for a mid-relief option. So who fills the void? Enter 30-year-old right-hander Hunter Harvey. This guy has been one of the more underrated stories in the majors throughout his career, and he fits the profile of exactly the kind of pitcher our front office loves to target. Harvey was originally drafted by the Baltimore Orioles in the first round back in 2013 and made his Major League Baseball debut in 2019. His time with the O's was brief. Across just 26 games over 3 seasons, he posted a 3.42 earned run average with 23 strikeouts in 23 2/3 innings. His journey took a wild turn after that. He was placed on waivers, claimed by the San Francisco Giants, waived again, and finally found a home with the Washington Nationals in 2022. And folks, that is where he thrived. In 57 games with Washington that season, Harvey put up a stellar 2.52 earned run average, allowing just 11 earned runs over 39 1/3 innings while striking out 45 batters. He kept that momentum going into 2023 with a strong 2.82 earned run average. Now, full transparency, His numbers did dip in 2024. He recorded a 4.20 earned run average before being traded to the Kansas City Royals at the deadline, where he struggled with a 6.35 earned run average in 6 appearances. But here is the data point that makes him so intriguing for us right now: his 2025 season. Harvey's 2025 campaign was a small sample size because he missed most of the year with a grade 1 strain in his throwing shoulder. However, when he was on the mound, he was untouchable. He appeared in only 12 games but did not allow a single run and struck out 11 batters. The results were flawless despite the injury interruption. So why should the Blue Jays sign him? 2 words: velocity and stuff. Harvey is a hard-throwing right-hander who averages 96 miles per hour on his fastball and can reach 99 to 100 miles per hour when he is fully healthy. Given that the Blue Jays already have a high-velocity righty in Louis Varland, adding another flamethrower to the bullpen is an enticing idea. We know how much damage high heat does in late innings. He does not just throw hard, though. Harvey features a splitter as his primary secondary pitch, which generated nearly a 38% whiff rate last season between Washington and Kansas City. He complements it with a curveball that opponents hit just .158 against in 2024, along with a slider he has been working to incorporate more consistently. Altogether, he profiles as an intriguing project for 2026. With the Blue Jays bullpen already boasting arms with strong stuff such as Yimi Garcia, Braden Fisher, and Mason Fluharty, having another pitcher capable of overpowering hitters could give opposing batters a nightmare matchup. Is there a risk? Sure. His injury concerns and inconsistency in 2024 are valid. But we also know that our pitching coach, Pete Walker, has a legendary track record of helping pitchers refine their strengths. This could be the perfect marriage. Plus, financially, he represents great value. Harvey earned just over $3.7 million last season, so he likely would not be a costly addition, freeing the Blue Jays to allocate resources elsewhere. This feels like a classic buy low, sell high move that could pay massive dividends in October. So there you have it, Jays Nation. 3 major updates that could shape the roster for the upcoming season. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these moves excites you the most? Do you want the big Puma back in blue? Is Hunter Harvey the answer to our bullpen needs? Or is Carlos Mendoza the sleeper pick of the year? Drop your thoughts in the comments section down below. I read every single one of them because this channel is nothing without this amazing community. If you enjoyed this update, please crush that like button. It really helps get this video out to more Blue Jays fans. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss breaking news about our boys in blue. Thank you so much for watching the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. Stay safe, stay passionate, and as always, let's go Blue Jays.